Back with us now from House Transportation and Infrastructure, Congresswoman Beth Van Duyne joins us. Good to see you. Now we've got The Hill and the Washington Post reporting that Democrats may not be able to pass the rest of the Biden agenda by Christmas time. Senator Schumer was talking about that by the middle of the month. We're seeing reports out of D.C. It won't happen. Is it one and done for Biden? Just infrastructure? Is that it?
Well, I certainly hope so. I think what's happening is people are starting to come around, at least the elected officials, if they've been home over this last week and they've been talking to their constituents, they're realizing that the last thing that they want right now is additional debt, is additional inflation, is additional supply chain issues. And every single thing that this administration seems to be pushing is leading to that, including this multi-trillion-dollar reconciliation package that they keep pushing. So is it one and done? I would hope so. Before any additional regulations, any more inflation, any more control mechanisms are put on people. I think they're going to have a very difficult time passing anything before the end of the year. And I keep hearing from the Senate that they're asking what the actual costs are related to this bill, something that the House Democrats didn't really ever seem to get an answer to nor require it before they passed it.
I mean, it was an achievement to get infrastructure done, right? Because even when Republicans were controlling both chambers of Congress, you couldn't get one under the Trump presidency. But this may not happen because the midterms are coming up. Congress is going to have to raise the debt ceiling by December 15th. The Biden agenda may be done. It may be over. And your point about inflation is important because the economists are saying this, the Federal Reserve, the Treasury Secretary, all warning inflation will remain stuck above 2% over the next 3 years. Let's listen to Senator John Kennedy on this. Watch.
Trillions of dollars of new spending, new taxes, new debt, new welfare programs. The only way I know how to improve it is with a shredder. It's going to fuel inflation. When a Hot Pocket costs you $10, remember, we're building back better. A new welfare program for illegal immigrants. Amnesty for illegal immigrants, federal takeover of early childhood education and child care. Eventually, the federal government is going to want to control what they teach your kids.
What do you say?
I mean, Senator Kennedy is never one to mince words, and he has his facts out absolutely correctly. They're throwing everything they can possibly think of into this bill, expanding government beyond. And it's not building back better, it's building back bigger bureaucracy. I mean, they continue to do that. This is all about control, and this is all about the federal government being in absolute control, and it's debt upon debt upon debt that we have no way of paying for. They're doing all of this at the same time that they are having open borders. They are allowing amnesty for millions of illegal immigrants that are here. They're opening up those entitlement programs, which is adding billions of dollars that we don't have. At the same time, working families are struggling right now to pay rent, to be able to put gas in their car that's gone up over 50% this past year. And, let's not even talk about Christmas gifts that they can't pay, but how much more they're paying just for everyday items like food. Those are the real struggles, and the Democrats in control right now just are not in control, are not in tune with what the American people are suffering
from. And the messaging,
from.
The messaging is really curious because the White House is using the core inflation rate, which knocks out food and energy, right? But if you factor back, and that's what's going up, if you factor back in food and energy, it does show it's sharply rising, and that it is wiping out income and wage growth. I mean, if the Federal Reserve, yeah, go ahead, take that on.
Well, how they can take out fuel costs and energy costs when nearly every single thing we purchase has had to have gotten delivered to us in some way, shape, or form. When you start increasing energy costs, when you start increasing how much people are paying for their heat, but also how much they're paying at the gas tank, that increases anything that they buy. So how they can take that out and not understand that that is a direct relationship to inflation and inflating costs of everything that we're purchasing, it just shows their naivety.
If the Fed gets serious about inflation, right, they're going to have to raise interest rates. Yeah. Right at the same time, they're passing these tax increases. God, that'd be really a hit to the economy. Okay, Congressman Van Duyne, it's good to see you. Come back soon. We love talking to you. It's great to have you on.